Truish, your soft news bulletin delivered hot off the press to you by me, Daisy Maskell. And joining me this week as my expert correspondent is Dane Buckley.
Hi.
Hey, sweetie.
From London.
From London.
You thought I was South African.
From London, England. I was expecting a... What is the term for a South African?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know they're into jerky. You expecting me to come in with like dried meat?
I was expecting...
Knowledge of football. No, although Nando's is South African.
Is it? It is.
Portuguese influence, but South
a little
from
fusion.
And I love my Nando's.
Oh, I love my Nando's. What is your Nando's order?
I'm one of the weird ones that gets chicken livers. I love the chicken livers.
Do you?
Yeah,
and they do it with like a little bread roll.
Crusty bread roll and like in the spice. If I can't do that one, if I don't want to show off, I'll do a double chicken pitta with halloumi added in.
Like that. I think you have to have some sort of like bread addition to your Nando's. I like it.
Have you tried the gravy? It's life-changing.
No, I haven't tried the gravy.
Peri. Get out now and try it. It's amazing on their mash. Yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah.
I do thighs. I like the
Oh, I love
the
that. I
thighs that they do.
My brand at Nando's is, let's try and get black cards for Nando's. The thighs are lovely, aren't they?
The thighs are pretty good. They used to do a sweet potato mash that is no
They've got
longer
rid
on
of
the
it, but they
menu,
brought sweet potato wedges in.
I'll take them.
Do you remember the Prego steak roll? That was gorgeous.
No.
They used to do steak roll for a little while. Listen, specialist subject mastermind, get me on Nando's.
Get you on there. I was looking, there was a TikTok that I came across last week and people had found an old menu from Nando's.
Oh, wow.
When did it first come to the UK? Early 2000s?
Yeah.
And the prices were insane.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very happy to have you here, darling.
Thank you, honey.
And you've also brought along a fan, which I'm so obsessed with.
Can I just show you the official flick?
Right, go for it.
See? And then when you're done with the conversation, you go, oh my God, that's so true. And walk away. No, I did my training. Madonna back in the day did a Mary Antoinette version of Vogue where she dressed up and she would go, Vogue. And so every little gay child ran out, demanded, Mama, buy me a fan at once. I want to get popular with the boys. I must practice my fanning.
So this is your signature move. Does it come out, is it like a British summertime thing or are you happy to have this all year round?
She's new to my life. I bought her in Spain recently and I thought, well, I have to have that.
She's gorgeous. She's got a lovely little sound to her as well.
She? Yeah, just... And also, where I record my podcast, Welcome to Hell, hello, I made all the engineers flick the fan because it can determine someone's sexuality. Mm-hmm. So we had one lad that was like, oh my God, I was like, okay, straight. And then another lad did a half one. And then one lad wouldn't even pick it up. And I was like, okay, toxic. Okay. It determines. It's the gay sorting hat.
I need to get a fan in my life.
Have a go. Let
me just see if I'm a natural. Hold on. So do I hold it from the edge?
Well, let's go bareback.
Just go
Try your own
my
method.
natural. Let me figure out what my stroke is.
Okay, that's...
Yeah?
It does look like your arm's going to fall off any minute. Like.
And do you do a wave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That was quite good. Do it again with a bit more oomph.
Okay, a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, you're on a journey.
I'm quite vertical though.
Yeah, and there's
you're quite horizontal with yours.
So you cheat a little bit. You have it a little bit out already.
Right.
And some authority then. Be like, oh my God, what did she say? So like as an exclamation mark.
Got like a little lick on the end.
Yeah. And you think you can carry off weight? Okay. Does the mirror agree? It's just...
Dane is just fabulous. I love it. I'm getting one of those this summer, I tell you. Oh my God, thank you for that little addition. Now I have to know what is on your docket this week.
Okay, I was going through the options. I'm not going to choose this one, but I think this is so funny.
Just give me a teaser of it then.
Basically, there was a man that was hooting to owls in his garden. He was so happy that he'd made contact with an owl, a thorny owl. And it turned out the reply back to him was his neighbour thinking the same thing. Isn't that a sign? I've connected with nature. That's gorgeous. It's such a sign of the times. And then someone it's like saying to your relative, darling, that's AI. That's AI. Madonna isn't street fighting Kate Bush. That's AI. And I love that. That's not what I'm choosing. I'm choosing one that sung to me more, which is that 5 parrots in a British zoo had to be separated because they were heckling members of the public with filthy language. And it was a little bit organised. So one would start off insulting people using including the C-bomb, using every term and encourage the others to join in, like go and get them to make sure. And I love that. That's me and my girls.
It's mean girls. It's mean girls.
And it made me remember, I once seen this fortune teller. She was an old Cockney Doris, and her parrot was so racist. We were in the waiting room, and the parrot would say stuff like, "They come over here." And we were like, "Oh my God." And the woman was like, "I don't know where he gets it from."
Oh,
and like,
sweetie.
Yeah. With that, we know where he gets
sweetie,
it from.
we know.
Yeah.
Parrots are insane.
They are.
I would love a parrot so much. So was this like, where was this first of all? Was this in the UK?
It was in the UK. I think it was 2020. Let me get my...
That's so funny.
Yeah. A zoo in England became the centre of a viral story after 5 parrots were separated for swearing at visitors. I love they had to be separated.
Separation.
John! See, they come over here and separated us.
My mum's friend, she had a parrot.
Yeah.
And they would all get drunk and the parrot would sing karaoke with them. They'd do like karaoke nights round.
It's such a weird personality trait as well, because there's been those viral stories of parrots that have grassed up people having an affair. Where is John? Where is John? And they're like, who's John?
Well, there was one case that I was, because I'm big into true crime, and there was one case that I was following. It actually, I think it was a...
Oh, hold on. It's just, the parrot was used as a witness in the murder.
The parrot was used as a witness. The parrot cracked the case. I can't remember. I think it was a lady it was this woman's parrot, and I think it was...
I remember this story.
They couldn't work out who it was, and I think the parrot ended up saying something to the police like, "Don't shoot."
Yeah,
but it was... I don't think it was a parrot. It was one of those. What was that lady?
A cockatoo?
The one that said Chanel. What did she have? A grey... What was the bird called?
It's a gay falling off her heels. Chanel!
What was the woman? You know that iconic clip of that lady? She'd lost her...
I don't think I know this.
No, you do.
Oh.
You do know this. She was an African
What she turns out to be a
grey.
human, not a parrot.
She was an African grey. She was this lady from, I think she was from Liverpool.
Oh,
and she was running around the streets screaming
yeah.
Chanel. It was an African grey. So these African greys, they can mimic the sound of someone's voice as well. And so this parrot, when the police went round to like, I don't know, check out the scene, this parrot was saying "don't shoot," but in the man's voice.
Wow.
That ended up, it was...
My God, it's insane.
I'm getting the story wrong, but the premise is
We'll
insane.
get letters from parrots. But also, like, they do stuff like a parrot in America learned how to order stuff on Alexa from Amazon and would order its favorite food. It's crazy. I only found out recently that birds descend from reptiles. Did you know this?
Did you watch that Netflix thing, that Netflix dinosaur show? And they were saying that apparently like all birds were dinosaurs.
Yeah. And I only found that recently. But if you look at their faces and their claws, you can see it.
Do you like a bird?
Listen, not really, no. I don't feel like you can trust them. I feel like they're going to rip. I'm more, give me a dog. Give me that kind of like a warm mammal.
Yeah.
In my men and in my animals.
Yeah. You like a hair. You like the hair.
And the love, the neediness. When cat people and their agenda say, "Yeah, but dogs are really needy," that's delicious. That's what I want. Be sniffing at me here and demand that I take you for a walk.
I could see you having a parrot in the future.
Yeah, I do. I could see that.
The fan, the parrot.
And maybe in my comedy set, I do a lot of accents because my mum's Irish and my father's Indian. So I do a lot of different accents. Maybe I'll teach it the different accents on who it sees. Sit down now. Welcome. You know, it gets the wing out and does this. What you're on tea? Masala chai?
I want to get your thoughts on this because this was something that I came across on my algorithm this week.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this. This was complete news to me. But there was a time in history where you could mail your child through the postal service.
No.
Did you know this? So it was in 1913.
They were slimmer back then.
Parcel post was introduced in the US, allowing people to send larger packages through the mail. But within weeks, some parents realised that if their child weighed less than the package limit, mailing them was cheaper than buying a train ticket. And it took 7 years for an official rule to be brought in that banned this practice.
Were they in boxes? How did that work?
So I was digging into it a little bit more, and I think they would put them in, you know, those like carrier carts that transport all of them.
We're off to see Auntie Melba.
They'd put them in the back of one of those and then just transport them across the country.
These poor postal 500 green bottles. Because when I was younger, Aer Lingus, the Irish air provider, they did this thing where you were your mum, when she sent you off to Ireland, because aunties are cheaper than babysitters, she'd put you on. She could bring you up to the seat and leave you
Oh,
there.
okay.
And age 6, 7, you were allowed to fly on your own. And when you arrived, your aunties could come onto the plane and pick you up. And do you know what they did for safety mechanism? They gave you a little sticker. They gave you a little sticker. Like you're going to see a kidnap and be like, you can't touch me, I've got a sticker. Get Philip, he hasn't got a sticker. Do you know what I mean? It's insane now, though, isn't it? That a 6-year-old could fly on their own.
This wasn't a service that you partook in?
Yeah.
Just stop it.
My mum, I did
flew.
it. My mum flew me, then my aunties would come and guess. People say, when's the first time you flew alone? I was like, 7. It was back in the day, though. Aer Lingus also used to do the Hail Mary when they took off. Isn't that crazy?
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
So how long ago was this?
I can't legally say.
You can't say.
Last week when I was 7. I can't remember for legal reasons. I can't talk about my age, but it was back in the day.
Do you remember what you did on that flight?
We got a little colouring pack.
Okay. Oh, so
the orphan's little colouring pack.
Oh, right. Okay. So it's proper service.
Yeah, proper service. And then a woman had to check in with you, give you a hard-boiled sweet for your ears. For your ears. We're saying Hail Mary in about 10 minutes. I'm like, great. The fun is never ending on this flight, isn't it? I've been abandoned. We get to do prayers and colouring. What more? This is my summer.
So what I was going to ask you, what do we think the equivalent of mailing a child is today? But this Aer Lingus service has absolutely floored me.
Auntie Air. Well, there was a
Auntie Aer Lingus.
Auntie Airways. Wasn't there a thing recently where a 7-year-old made it onto an Aussie flight on his own? And it was crazy, isn't it? So what would the equivalent, the male equivalent, it'll be Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
Shove them in those
Your
little
child's coming
cardboard.
next day. The cupboards. Mum, do you know the code? The air's running out.
The lockbox.
Try 11112.
Can you imagine
That is
finding
really
out that your
funny.
kid was getting delivered back to you by Every?
You have to pick it up within 3 days or they send it back. The child would never arrive. If it was Every delivering it, that child would never arrive.
Oh, it'd be in pieces. That's so funny. How do we feel about airline etiquette?
I travel a lot. And also my parents are hippies. They've been living in different continents. Last week they lived in Thailand. Now they live in Spain, literally. They move around a lot. So
Amazing.
I love air travel. Do you know about Bob?
No, I don't know about Bob.
Bob is the secret code, and it means best on board. And the gay air stewardess, we use it about who's the best looking person. I was Bob once when I was younger, and I know that because I was told. He said, "You're currently Bob." And I looked around. Wasn't much of a compliment because I was the only person under 90 on that flight.
I'm glad this wasn't the flight that you took when you were 7.
You're Bob. This is 1980s Ireland, isn't it? Oh my God, I gave the decade away. No, shush. So yeah, I travel a lot. I am very sociable, but when I get on a flight, I will do the initial hi, how are you? Then don't talk to me because we've got 20 hours in the air and I can't hold in my stomach and my farts for that long. So I need to come and become myself. And then 2 minutes before we land, I'll check in again. I cannot do 20 hours of small talk. So I kind of do, oh my God, that's great. I do that. And then disengage completely.
Are you? How do you feel about like shoes on, shoes off?
I am shoes off. Up in the thing, I've got my stockings on. And then because I'm chubby, I like to join all the fitness people at the back and do half a stretch. Be like, look at me. I'm one of you. Look at that. I did half a stretch. Did you see? And then because I don't sleep on the flights, I've got all my programs on me phone. Anyone hits my chair, I do a really quick, sharp whack back. Sorry. Hit them with a hand if they touch that. I won't engage. Any children, I do the passive aggressive. Okay. Get in my little diary. Revenge later on, in about 2 hours, I'll get that bitch back for doing that. Okay, I'm really petty. I want to protect my area, make it lovely. Now, you want to sit next to, ideally, an average-looking or ugly person that doesn't smell. You don't want to sit next to a hottie. That is so exhausting. You have to sleep with your mouth closed. You can't dribble. I've done that before, and it was sat next to me like a Greek god, and I was like, oh God, this again. No food for me, for I don't eat. Do you know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
You don't want to sit next to the Bob?
No way. Sit on the Bob, but I want to ideally like a middle-aged motherly HR mother. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I
okay.
want,
also keeps herself to herself.
Keeps herself to herself. Offers me a sweet as we land. Says, how was your flight? It was very good, thank you. Also, Wi-Fi is a game changer. I pay that money.
There is also just something so fabulous about it too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it makes you feel.
Thank God calls don't work though, because that would be.
I also think it gives you a bit of a power trip because I don't know what it is. I'm on 3 network and I've been on 3
I'm so
networks.
sorry.
I know.
They're terrible.
Can I just say my mum has been on 3 network? That's the reason I'm on 3 network for about 30
Why
years.
is that? Why is that? Is that a family tradition?
I don't know. I keep it in the
My
family.
darling, you must hand the tradition of Network 3.
We
I don't know why
pass
your
it down.
mother's Turkish in this.
we pass it down. We're loyal through the generations to 3 network. So I think the first phone that I had was, of course, on 3 network, and I'm still stuck on fucking 3 network. But the only thing I will say about it that it was quite fantastic, although I think other providers have added this service now, was I used to get Wi-Fi on the tube. It didn't matter what station I was at. I would get it between tunnels and all. So I'd be taking phone calls on the tube and people would be looking at me like I was God.
She's crazy.
All crazy.
She thinks there's someone on the end of that line.
So yeah, there's something about having Wi-Fi in a space where you're not supposed to have it and no one else does.
Do you know what? I think even if I had the money though for first class and business class, like it's crazy, isn't it? Like I think business class is like 10k from Oz or first class, and just think what you could do with that money. I'd rather suffer it for 24 hours, take some kind of sleeping tablet, and then spend that on something wicked. You know?
Yeah.
Although once Virgin Airlines call it upper class, darling, hello. Once I was moved there. I was moved because my seat was taken, and it was gorgeous. I didn't sleep at all. I stole the cutlery, the salt and pepper shaker, the pajamas.
Did you have a little amenity kit?
Yeah, I stole everything. I mean, that we were allowed to have, but I stole everything else.
Yep.
The cutlery, the salt and pepper, the plates. It was so, and I didn't want to sleep because I didn't want to lose out. I was like that the whole time. And they were like, we know that you're not used to any of this. But I love flying.
That's so much fun. Would you do this? Would you be the type of parent that would mail your child?
I definitely don't want to be a parent. They're very aging children. I just think, God, kids today as well. Kids today, so demanding and needy. I would not. They do not look fun. And all my friends who are parents now are so dry, broken, and the husks of people they used to be. And I'm like, I can't talk. I'm at a Madonna concert. You know,
Stick to the dogs.
Yeah, exactly. But if I was a parent, I'd love to encourage independence, but we live in crazy times. I'd get them like Apple tagged.
So we're upgrading from the sticker to the Apple tag.
Yeah, exactly. It's a modern sticker of the time. You can keep an eye. It's kidnapped. We're probably fine for 3 to 4 days, aren't we? Just let it see what happens.
Just updating your phone, refreshing to see where your kid.
It's further away now, isn't it? Kid 5. Because when I came out to my mum when I was 18, she said, why don't you go around Ireland for 3 months to hitchhike around and watch the folk festivals? So I thought, oh, not the traditional, outcome to coming out as gays, go around a little Catholic country and hitchhiking. Okay. But actually, it was the making of me. I love that she did that. I was petrified, but it was the absolute making of me. So I like to think I'd be a parent that would push my child to do those kind of things. Yeah. For sure. Knowing my luck, I'd get like a child into maths and just like being toxic and I don't want to sing these. I don't want to travel. Actually, yeah, it would speak like that as well. From age 2, it would speak like that. Actually, Papa, I disagree. Actually, you know my relationship with lactose. I'm a Dr. Fun over here. Why don't you just fall down this little stairs, then, you little bastard?
Oh God!
I used to work in child protection. I should say. Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah,
you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I used to run support groups for teenage parents, and I don't know why they asked me. I was like 23, working for social services. I was to help the teenagers with parenting. I didn't have a clue. I thought an afterbirth was a part you had once it was born. Do you know what I mean? I was like,
just please walk me through what your role was day to day.
Okay, the support groups are called Triple P, Planned Parenting Partnership. It was an Aussie thing. They introduced like Naughty Step and all of those things.
Right. Oh, so this was in Australia?
No, it was here.
It was in the UK?
It was here, but we took on the Triple P, and we'd find a little community hall. We'd have snacks, and we'd invite all these teenagers to come once a week. They had to do this course because they were at risk of having their child removed from them. And in child protection, if you're a child who has a child, i.e. if you're under 16 and you have a child, automatically that child is put on the register. So we had they were actually really sweet, lovely teenage girls. The guys less so. They were also teenage, and they were like, oh, well, she's going to do it. And I don't think they had been used to, I didn't threaten the lads because I'm a gay man, but also I was able to say things in a way the others weren't. When I went, you get in there. That is definitely your child. Look at the monobrow on it. You think God would do that to 2 different gene pools? Get the fuck in there and father up, bitch. And so I was really able to challenge them and I went, yeah, but I don't even know if it's my child. Have a look at it. Look at its face. Of course it's yours. Do you know what I mean? And we actually got on really, really well. I remember working with this lad. he was like, I'm only coming to that group if you can drop me to my work afterwards because I'm going to miss it. And as we were going, he was getting a bit leery. And I said, if you don't pack it up, when we get to your work, I'm going to embarrass you. So I'm going to wind that window down. I said, darling, I'll be back here at 5. Kisses. I brought you lunch. You wouldn't dare. I said, try me. You want to try me? So actually we worked really well together. I really respect them. But yeah, we had to do role plays in the support group. So like, your child's been naughty. How would you manage this? I'd punch it. No. Do you remember you're trying to keep the child? Yeah, but you're allowed to drop it the first time. Yeah, don't. Stop calling it it. Ideally, don't drop it. I mean, I've just called it it, but you're going to try and nurture and cherish your child. That's gay. Okay.
Dane, I'm just like, you've painted the perfect picture of you in this role. You really have. Oh my gosh, like a wonderful super nanny-esque.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, we had these dollies to put kids off having more kids, and so you could set them to cry in the night. And
like the ones they give you in school, right?
Yeah. And we'd fill them with pineapple juice so that they would wet themselves in the night. Ideally, we're like trying to put these kids off multiplying. And one lad come back, and all he brought back was the foot. And I said, where's the rest of the dolly? He said, that ain't my child. I said, what do you mean? He said, foot said made in China. I was like, how are you kids allowed to procreate? This is crazy. Like, that put me off having kids for sure. But they were also really, like, being a parent was the making of some of them.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted to do it, but we had a lot of fun conversations. And then, of course, some of them would sleep with each other. They'd have affairs. We're like,
and then have more kids.
I think it's me and Bob might be the dad.
Jesus
We're not sure. So we're both coming to support
Christ.
group. I was like, I shouldn't judge, but my gosh, the WhatsApp staff chat, my gosh.
Oh, what a bit of life experience that was. Wow.
I ran out of there, then moved to the elderly. I love the elderly so much.
Yeah.
Less pregnancy scares with the elderly, I find.
Yeah.
More pissing yourself, though, than the babies, I would say.
More pineapple juice.
They should do that with the elderly. We've filled it with pineapple juice. We've set it to go off at 2 a.m. to put people off getting old. That was a good idea. Elderly dollies. It's going to shit itself about lunchtime.
Fantastic. That is fantastic.
And one of my girls went into labour when I was with her, and we had to rush to the birthing suite in Hillingdon Hospital. I say birthing suite. If you've been to Hillingdon, the corridor in Hillingdon Hospital. And I was with her when she gave birth.
You were the birthing partner?
I was down the other end looking into the eye of Sauron.
Was this your first experience being in a room?
Yeah, it was. I was ready though, because you just fake it. You're like, no, it's absolutely fine. Oh gosh, that doesn't look Christian. What's ever coming out? What is that? Like,
Oh,
no, it looks fine. Absolutely. They're gonna sew that up. That's normal.
Oh, honey, you've been through it all. You have been through it all.
It was good practice though, because then I was there for my sister's when she gave birth to my nephew.
Yeah.
She did a water birth in Oz. She lives in Oz, and I'd never done a water birth before. I didn't know that the baby comes out blue, not breathing. And so this little blue, that's normal in a water birth. This little blue lump, angry-looking, lifeless lump came out, and I was like, anyone concerned about? Like, I was like, shall I have to be the one to tell them? But then you cut the cord, you take it out, you tap it, and you put it under a light, and then life comes into it. It's crazy. Didn't know about the afterbirth though. This other thing came out of my sister, and the woman said, do you guys want to keep that? I said, no, me and the villagers are going to burn that. The state of it, this evil cloud from Mordor floating in the water. I was like, okay.
So you've supported 2 people during labour.
Yeah.
You are truly incredible. I really feel like you're the type of person that you just find yourself in the craziest of situations.
I'm really good in an emergency.
But somehow, you just shine.
Yeah, you have to be in this way. Like running a day centre for the elderly, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Phyllis broke her hip. Someone shat themselves. Someone's lost their tooth. We brought a bus of 60 pensioners to Paris for the day. And what you do on a bus trip, right? What could go wrong with people with early onset dementia? I didn't do a risk assessment, right? I didn't think it through. Forgot about the language issue. None of us spoke French. On a bus, you count the empty seats. That's the quick way to do it. You don't go around. You just count the empty seats, right? We had 1 empty seat on the way there. On the way back, we had no empty seats. And I was like, oh my God, what did we gain a person? So I started at the top and said, hiya, were you here on the way to Paris? And she went, oh, I don't know, love. I barely know what day it is. I said, no bother, the next person. Were you here, Phyllis? Who's Phyllis? I thought, oh, fuck my life. Because they all had early onset dementia. I had to work my way up and down the bus until we found a French woman that had a French accent. And I said, are you part of London? And she's like, no. And we picked her up in Calais, basically. She said she got on the bus. We had to ring her relatives and they'd come over to Dover and pick her up.
Did she have dementia too?
She did, she's just French.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's insane, you know?
Jesus,
it
no
prepares you
day's
for
the
anything,
same.
though. Like, honestly, a lizard man could fall from the ceiling right now and declare war from the planet Zooton. And I'd be like, it's a weekday. And what? And what?
Well, one thing you are is resilient, darling. You are resilient. Throw anything at you. It's amazing. I want your thoughts on this just before you go. Do you know anything about the Headington shark?
No, I know a lot about sharks. What's the Headington shark?
So this was something
Sounds like a posh shark.
This was something I saw. I'd never seen it before, and I saw a picture of it. For those that don't know, on an ordinary residential street in Oxford, there is a home that has a 25-foot fiberglass shark that appears to have crashed through the roof of this home. I need to show you a picture of it. This is on an ordinary street in Oxford.
Oh, the Headington shark. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was not what I was expecting. It's massive. Yeah. And what, it just come flying down from the sky?
I feel like that is an ordinary, typical day. If this happened to you, you'd be like, yeah.
What time's lunch?
So apparently it's an installation.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it was said to be protest art, symbolising the feeling of something terrible crashing into your ordinary life.
Okay.
And it was linked to fears about nuclear weapons at the time.
Right.
And it's caused so much controversy. The council have tried to get rid of it many times because there was no planning permission, but they have now decided after a lengthy legal battle that this shark is allowed to stay.
Right. Where my head went was a real shark is being moved to like another place for captivity, and it fell out of like the holder in the helicopter and went
head first into a residential street in Oxford.
That's a Thursday for me.
That's a Thursday for you. How do we feel about this? How would you feel if your neighbour had a 25-foot shark sticking out?
Yeah, no, it would be gross, wouldn't it? But it would also be a talking point. Maybe I'll set up a little lemonade stall.
Mm-hmm. How are you as a neighbour? Because you've explained how you are as a passenger on an airline. You like your own space. Are you the type of neighbour that like keeps your head down as you're taking out the bins, or are you up for a chat? I
am a mirror, so what you give me, you give back.
Okay.
So like the woman downstairs, she was a nurse, and so she'd get up at like 2 a.m. to get ready for work, and I'm a night owl, so I would go down there, we'd chat, I'd make bread, I'd make Irish bread, we'd have a cup of tea, we got on so well, and anything anyone needs. But also, rewind, come again if you're coming for me or starting shit. I'm like, my darling, you're playing loud music. And I'm a night owl into Irish traditional music. Get ready for 5 hours of 4 a.m. Do you know what I mean? I was like, do you want to play this game with a gay?
Yeah.
A regional gay? Do you really want to go there? So I'm up for that as well. Did you want to have a fight about the bins, the recycling? Because I'm up for it, hun. I've been having these imaginary fights for about 2 hours in my head.
What are your neighbours like?
I live in a part of Kent where there's a lot of... I live where was a lot of ladies of the night, right?
Okay.
And when I first moved, I think my building had been empty for a long time, so they used to congregate there. And every day I was offered a lovely oral service from the ladies. And I said, again, darling, lovely offer. Still very, very much gay. And that's not really looking to change. And then one day I'd had enough of that. I was on the phone doing something. This woman said, hi, are you looking for it? I said, the fuck's sake, I'm gay. Stop asking me. She walked off. A few weeks later, I come home. Another one from across the road offered her services. And before I could answer, another one said, don't ask him, he's gay and he gets the hump. And I was like, well, I'm wasting all of your time. Like, you aren't the lady to turn me, madam. You know?
So if you were to have something in your house, this Headington shark, it was seen as a piece of art.
Yeah.
If you were to have something in your home, like Cribs style, something a little bit out there, out of the ordinary. Did you used to watch Cribs and MTV Cribs as a kid? Yeah, it was fantastic. Was there something that you always wanted in your home? Like, what is the...
that's a really good question.
What is the dream? I wanted a Tango Ice Blast machine. That's what I wanted.
A Tango Ice Blast machine.
Yeah, like my own personal Tango Ice Blast.
I would love like machine. One of those Roman baths, those pools, like maybe the basement you walk in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could have a separate side entrance.
Yeah.
Gentlemen quarters.
Like a hammam.
Yes. I've been to one of those. Oh my God, it was so interesting.
It's quite an experience,
Have
isn't
you
it?
been to one in Turkey?
I haven't been to one in Turkey, but I've been to one in the UK.
Well,
I die to go to one in Turkey.
I'll quickly tell you the story. I hope Mum's not listening. Let me hear. I'd heard things. People of a certain persuasion frequent them. I went, but I wanted to go anyway to check it out. I noticed so many people going into changing room 13. And I went into changing room 13 and I pushed the wall. A door opened. Next door, the exact same layout. All those Turkish men were getting it on. They're not gay, my friend, not gay, but then getting it on. It was insane. It was insane. Yeah. Yeah.
I need to go to a...
Oh my God, yeah.
I need to go to
this is Ryan.
in Turkey because this was not going down on Edgware Road.
Well, this was a men's one, so let's pretend. Lower your voice. This is Bob.
It is quite an experience. I mean, I just remember being scrubbed from like head to toe. The skin that you see coming off of you.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's quite a job.
I'd love one of those in my house with a secret compartment as well. What happens in there? That's where we eat the carbs. Go through to changing room 13. There's just fanning workshops next door and lower it down and flick. That's what I'd have. You running them with me.
My Tango Ice Blast machine now seems yours is far superior.
I mean, dream big. Dream big.
Dream big.
Of a Tuesday, we could run parenting support groups for teenagers. Ideally, don't drop the child on the marble floors. We've had complaints. We've had letters.
And the old people would do well in there as well because everything's wiped down.
Yeah, exactly. Although a marble floor, yeah. We've lost Ethel. We lost her to the exfoliation. There'll be nothing left of her. You've taken her skin off.
Oh God, Dane! Please tell me what have you got coming up for the rest of the year?
I'm bringing my debut show, Darling, to Edinburgh Fringe. It's the first time I'm doing it, and I'm so excited. Bunker 1 in the Pleasance every single day of August at 6 o'clock, and I'm really excited. And it's my How It All Began show. I'm from a council estate in northwest London, brought up by a strong Irish matriarch, lots of sisters, my sassy Indian nan, and also the women around me socially: Madonna, Shira, Catwoman, the woman from the Scottish Widow advert. So it's all about that. Also, I went to quite a strict convent school. I was fired as an altar boy for being too flamboyant with the incense.
No, you weren't.
I was fired by a man in a purple dress for being too flamboyant. That's like, have you got a mirror at home? I was always sassy and mouthy and always wouldn't tolerate stuff. I think that's my Irish rebellious roots, but was put in these situations with real Jack the Lads or Catholic school and stuff, and was always had resilience. I had my mother's ability to clap back and my father's ability to run away from responsibility. So it was a great recipe, and that made me be a comedian. Like people say, how long have you been dealing with hecklers? I said, since the day I was born. Do you know what I mean? So I was always going to be either a female singer-songwriter, a comedian, or someone with IBS, or all three.
Triple threat.
Triple threat. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. And I do a podcast with my best mate, Dan Fox, called Welcome to Hell, where we judge sins. Top 10 Apple, Spotify, thank you. And that's really fun. And I'm doing that. That's out weekly. And that's, you might see me in a regional Nando's. You might see me in regional Grinder. That's me. At Dane Comedian on all socials. Taurus, left-handed, green eyes, with a grey inclination.
Who tends to come to your shows, Dave? Is it the same type of character that you see in the audience?
Generally, yeah. It will be fabulous women.
Yeah.
Basically, fabulous straight women generally. Sometimes they drag along their bare boyfriend who didn't want to enjoy it, but actually you're quite good. There's a lot of that. I'd say I'm more popular with like mainstream audiences, and then some of the Jack the Lads that see me at Gong shows because I come up on Gong shows, and then some kind of course there'll be a proportion of like the queer vegans will come, there'll be 10%, but a real mixture. And I've done a lot of competitions as well, so people just general comedy fans. But my bread and butter would be fabulous women who've also dragged along their mum and or boyfriend. Yeah. If you're from Kent, that's the same thing. It's a real mixture, which is like, because I do a lot of Irish material, I do a lot of Indian material, I do some social care material, so it's a nice kind of mixture of audiences too.
This sounds so fantastic. This has been one of my favourite conversations.
Oh yeah, I loved it. We should hit the town, hon.
We should hit the town. Yeah. We should. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Oh.